Let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. Atlanta Hawks star Trae Young is ruled out of Saturday's matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies. The point guard has played in 27 of the Hawks' 28 games so far this season, but will sit tonight with a right heel contusion. Trae Young was one of the best players in this season's NBA Cup, averaging over 24 points and 10 assists in 5 games. His most notable moment was spearheading an upset win against the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden, after which he gestured playing dice over the Knicks logo in center court. He was named in the All-Tournament team along with Damian Lillard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Alperen Sengun, and the Cup's MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Young is currently averaging 21.6 points, 3.9 rebounds, and a league-leading 12.2 assists per game, and the Atlanta Hawks have a 14-14 record, along with the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. The Memphis Grizzlies are the 2nd seed in the West, with a 19-9 record. Tonight's game in Atlanta is the first time these two teams are meeting this season, one of only 2 games. The Grizzlies currently rank 5th in defensive rating, while the Hawks rank 20th in offense. This means Atlanta is in for a long night of trying to generate good shots without their best offensive player. The Hawks will look to Jalen Johnson to step up tonight. The forward out of Duke University is in his 4th season and currently averaging 19.7 points, 5.4 assists, a team-leading 10.1 rebounds, and over a steal and a block per game. Johnson emerged last season as a high-level role player and has taken his game up a notch again this season. With all of the injuries that the Eastern Conference has faced, there is a serious push for Johnson to be named an All-Star alongside Trae Young. The Hawks will hope Young's absence from the court is only temporary as they fight to elevate themselves out of the play-in conversation. In Atlanta's one other game without Young this season, they pulled off a gutsy 117-116 win over the reigning NBA champion Boston Celtics. The Atlanta Hawks are 28-33 without Trae Young. Atlanta Hawks' star point guard Trae Young was notably absent from the December 21, 2024 game against the Memphis Grizzlies due to a right heel contusion. This injury, described as a bruise to the heel bone, can result from repetitive stress or direct impact, leading to pain and swelling that impede a player's ability to perform at peak levels. Prior to this game, Young had been a pivotal force for the Hawks, participating in 27 of their 28 games and averaging 21.6 points, 3.9 rebounds, and a league-leading 12.2 assists per game. His dynamic playmaking and scoring abilities have been instrumental in the Hawks' performance this season. The decision to sideline Young was made after he was downgraded from questionable to out on the day of the game. This marked only his 2nd missed game of the season, underscoring his usual durability and importance to the team's lineup. In Young's absence, the Hawks faced a formidable challenge against the Grizzlies, who were also missing their star guard Ja Morant due to back soreness. Despite both teams lacking their primary playmakers, the Grizzlies secured a 128-112 victory. Scottie Pippen Jr., stepping in for Morant, delivered an impressive performance with 22 points, while Desmond Bane contributed 23 points to the win. For the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter emerged as the leading scorer off the bench, contributing 26 points. Dyson Daniels also added 15 points, 6 assists, and 6 steals. However, the team's efforts were insufficient to overcome the Grizzlies' early lead and offensive efficiency. The Hawks have been managing multiple injuries, with players like Onyeka Okongwu, left knee inflammation, and Kobe Buffkin, right shoulder injury management, also listed as out for the game. These absences have tested the team's depth and adaptability as they strive to maintain a competitive edge in the Eastern Conference. Looking ahead, the Hawks are scheduled to host the Minnesota Timberwolves on Monday. Trae Young's status for this upcoming game remains uncertain, as the team will likely assess his recovery progress before making a decision. Heel contusions can vary in recovery time, depending on the severity, and the Hawks' medical staff will prioritize Young's long-term health to prevent any exacerbation of the injury. The Hawks currently hold a 14-14 record, positioning them as the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Maintaining momentum in the highly competitive conference will require strategic adjustments, especially if key players remain sidelined. The team's resilience and ability to adapt to these challenges will be crucial in the coming games. In the broader context of the NBA, player injuries are an inevitable aspect of the grueling 82-game season. Teams often rely on the depth of their rosters and the versatility of their players to navigate periods when star athletes are unavailable. For the Hawks, this period without Trae Young presents an opportunity for other players to step up, gain valuable experience, and contribute significantly to the team's efforts. As the season progresses, the Hawks' management and coaching staff will continue to monitor player health closely, making strategic decisions to balance immediate performance goals with the long-term well-being of their athletes. The return of Trae Young will undoubtedly bolster the team's offensive capabilities, but ensuring his full recovery is paramount to sustain success throughout the season.